Hey guys, Thundera here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Today we are back with another build video. I built an apartment for a dad who has twin girls who are children. So let's get into it. I built this apartment on the 2B Jasmine Suites lot in San Myshuno. It ends up being 26,952 simoleons. It will be available for download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. And don't forget to replace the walls, because the only way to upload an apartment to the gallery is to knock out a couple of walls and make it one room. So don't forget to do that. So that may make it a little bit more expensive. I'm not certain. You'll just have to play around with that and see. Right now we're just doing the floor plan. I really wanted to try and get like 3 bedrooms in this apartment, but I only ended up with 2. It still worked out for the idea that I had, so I just went with it. And so now I'm just looking for some doors. I go with these base game ones right here. And then I am just going to move it around a little bit and try and figure out everything else. I'm going to go and put in some lights so I can see, and just trying to figure out the different spaces and everything. And I really wanted this second bedroom to just be a little bit bigger, so I pulled it out. I didn't think that it really mattered too much if it was against that door. I could have tried moving that door with the tool mod. I just didn't really feel like playing around with and experimenting with it. So I just decided to go with it being there and with the wall just being right there. And now I'm just looking at some flooring. This is for the kitchen. Just trying to figure out if I want it to be like slanted in a spot or not. And I go with it being slanted right there, and then I put it over on this little corner because this little corner kind of looked weird without it, and it was going to look weird being as wood floor as well. And so I just go with this wood floor from the base game. I put the same tile in the bathroom that I did in for the kitchen. And this is me trying to see if it would look okay, but it did not look okay with that one tile being something else. So I'll go with some base game carpet for the 2 bedrooms. And so now I'm going to start on the wallpaper. And I go with this wallpaper from Parenthood. I end up changing the colors in the end, but it's still one of the Parenthood tiles, so. And then just looking through, going to go and figure out about the bathroom. The bathroom is really tight in this apartment. I was thinking about making it all black, but that just kind of seemed a little dark to me, so I do have the white tile walls. And then just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the bedrooms and the rest of the space. I was going to go with this wallpaper, but I didn't like how it had those 2 lines there, so I chose to do something else. And then I was going to go like all white, but it was just a lot of white then. And I just didn't really like it like that, so I chose to give it a little bit more color. And I went for this gray. I originally put the gray in in both the bedrooms as well. I don't keep it in the bedrooms. I actually do give the bedrooms a bit of color. That's me just trying to figure it out now. I really liked this blue, so I gave it to the dad's room. And of course, you don't have to play with a single dad. That's where my head was at when I was building this apartment. You can have more than one parent. You can have just a single mom, whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be a mom. It could be an older sibling or a grandparent or something. So I put pink in the girls' bedroom, and then we're going to go for some counters. These are the base game ones. I'm just putting them where I think they would fit, putting a sink in. And then going to go and grab a refrigerator. I grabbed this one from Base Game. And then going to grab a Base Game stove. Putting in the fire alarm and then the thermostat from Seasons. And then just looking for because I kind of wanted like a little bit of a mudroom area, so I grabbed this from Snowy Escape. It has like the skis that hold the hats and the jackets and stuff. And then just trying to figure out about some upper cabinets. I just put in a few. I figured just for a little bit of extra storage. I didn't put one in at the corner there because I didn't like how it was going to go into the window. So, and then I'm going to put a vent hood. And then just move on to the dining room. Or the dining area anyway. I'm just looking for a table. And I really like this paranormal one. And at first I have it in this like tealish color for the longest time. I do end up at the end going back and changing it just because I just did not like how it looked with everything else. I put these paranormal chairs with it. And then I'm just going to go and look for those salt and pepper shakers that we got with a Base Game update. I always have a hard time remembering where those are. I do find them in the end. They are actually I go through the clutter from the kids' bedroom, and I find them in there, I believe. It just takes me a little bit to realize that I was not in the right spot to find them. So here we go. And I actually found them pretty fast when I finally went through the right category. And then that's just a little dining area. And then we are on to the living room. And so I just grab a TV and put it on the wall because there's really not much space in this apartment. And so just gonna grab a console. I grabbed this one from the Base Game. And then I put a speaker on it. This is from high school years. And then I go back and I grab a game console. I believe that's from City Living. And then I'm going to go and grab a couch. I was between a few different ones, but I end up going with, I believe, the one from Paranormal. But I tried a few different ones because I was really hoping to keep the teal on the table and the dining room chairs. I was really wanting to play off of that, but I just didn't really like how the teal looked with the black and everything. So I go with this black couch from Paranormal. And then going to go and grab a rug. I use this one just in a different swatch. I go with this swatch right here. And I use the tool mod to size it up a bit because I didn't like how big it made it with just using the game's resizing. So I used tool mod to resize it. And then going to go and grab a couple of armchairs. I grab these from Paranormal. The Paranormal pack really played a big part in this apartment. And then I'm just grabbing a couple of toys, like from Nifty Knitting and things. Like maybe the girls just left them out, and the dad doesn't really care that they're out. So there's a couple of things from Nifty Knitting, a couple of things from Base Game and the other packs. I just really grabbed a few different things, just as if they had been playing. I really wanted it to seem as if they had just been playing. And of course, I figured the dad definitely had a toy box. The girls just rarely put their stuff away. So, and then I grabbed this dollhouse. Just trying to figure out what else I can add. I really wanted to add a bookshelf in here just because I figured that the dad probably would want a bookshelf and would want his girls to read. And then, of course, I cluttered it up, and the toys do make an appearance over here as well. And then I'm just looking at a few different options as far as clutter. I put this llama cactus from the Nifty Knitting Pack. And then just looking at some other options as far as plants go. I was looking for other areas to add them, but there really just wasn't anywhere to really add many other plants in there or into this apartment, so I ended up just having to go without them. So I really was looking though, trying to figure it out, but I just didn't like any of the places that I thought about adding them. Either there was a door there, or it looked like it was going to impede upon like a chair or something. But me trying to add in this one plant did make me realize that I had forgotten to add a trash can in. So I put it into the kitchen. And then just going to go and look for some more clutter for this bookcase. I definitely wanted it to feel like the girls had just kind of left their toys all over the place. Maybe the dad just hadn't had time to clean up just yet. He might be just waiting until they go to bed to do it. So I kind of felt that that would be a good place to put a few more toys. And then I wanted to have some clutter, like he had moved it off of the two bottom shelves to make space for them, plus to try and keep them from breaking anything. So that's what I did there. And I had to place a couple of these pink hamster toys so I could get this one to raise up just how I wanted it. And then I go and I delete them. And I move this box back. And then I really wanted to add a keepsake box. I was thinking maybe either their mom has passed or she's just left or whatever reason, and he wanted to try and have them. He wanted them to try and still have the memories and everything. So I have that, and that was where I kind of realized that I didn't really have much wall space for decorating, for hanging anything. So I just moved on to the bathroom. I grabbed a shower, a toilet, and a sink. I was really hoping at first to have like a child daughter and then a toddler daughter, but I realized very quickly that there really wasn't any room in the bathroom to put a toddler potty. So I just went with two twin daughters. I'm just adding in the toilet paper. I'm going to add in these towels. I believe this is from the Growing Together pack. These were really, really, really cute. It was just very hard to place them. And then I'm going to change the swatch to this one right here. It has one that has like pink with dinosaurs, ones that's like a pink stripe, and then a brown striped one. I just thought that that would fit so well. And now I'm just looking at some curtains. I added a hand towel, and then I'm going back into the main space to add curtains as well. Just putting them along the wall, trying to figure out which ones will fit. So these are all from Eco Lifestyle. The one in the bathroom and then the one that I put on these two smaller windows are from the base game. And then over here for the kitchen window, I put this small curtain from Growing Together. So, and then we are going to go and work on the girls' bedroom. I used the new beds from Growing Together. I really liked the rainbow swatches, so I put one of each. And I felt like that would still fit. And then just looking for a rug. I was thinking about the matching one, but then it was like, well, they're two different rainbows, so I can't really put one rainbow. Then I thought about just making both beds the same. I I end up just scrapping the rug because they have carpet anyway, so. And I really liked the two beds being different. I kind of felt like that kind of showed that the two girls had different personalities. So we're just going to, I'm still looking at it, but then I just decided to go without a rug. And now I'm going to go and grab a dresser. And I was thinking about these little bags for them to have as like book bags. But I go with something else for that idea. Just looking through the different dressers. I wasn't really certain what to put in here. I mean, I had already put a bunch of toys out, so I didn't really feel like there needed to be a bunch more toys in the bedroom. There wasn't much space anyway. So, I'm just looking through the different dressers. Because I definitely wanted them to have somewhere to put some stuff. So I go with this dresser in the white from High School Years. And then just going to go and grab a few items. I really love these butterfly lights. And I believe that's from the kids' room stuff pack. So I just put one over each bed. And I really love the colors that they were already in. I feel like that fit the bedroom. So I went with that. And then I was just looking to see if there was anything else. I thought about putting this bunny in, but I just didn't really like any of the colors. But I did end up putting this like bookshelf with the bunny. I don't know if that's a functional bookshelf or not, but I thought it was cute and it kind of fit. So I'm just going to end up putting out one of these teddy bears and then a few other toys on this dresser. I don't think that the toys that I put in here are actually functional. They're from like Debug and stuff, so I don't know if the kids can actually play with them. So, but I thought they were pretty cute and that they made pretty cute clutter. Then I really wanted a unicorn, so I put it at the end of that bed. And then in this room, I had plenty of wall space because there is no window. I was kind of okay with that though because I didn't really feel like every room needed a window. So I'm just looking through to see if there's anything I could put on the wall. And I really love this tree with the bluebirds from Growing Together. And then I'm just really looking to see if there's anything else that I feel like could fit into this room. I grabbed this little set of paintings from the Pastel Pop kit. And then there is this item that you're about to see from, I believe that's the kids' room pack. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I've just put one of each in different colors on the wall beside each bed. And then I go and I grab one of those Defender nightlights. The ones that are supposed to keep your kids from having nightmares. And I think they're supposed to ward off the monsters. I don't know. It never seems to work in my game, but I usually just go with it anyway. And then I'm going to go back and grab a couple of backpacks. These are the ones that we've had for a while in the game. I just kind of like the thought of these two backpacks a little bit better, just right here by the door. And then I'm going to go and put out a couple of lunch boxes on the counters like they came in. They just kind of threw them down on the counter. That's where their dad maybe wants to keep them so he can find them in the morning. So just put those there, and then we are going to move on to the dad's room. And so I'm starting off with looking for a bed. And I loved this one from Dream Home Decorator, and then I went for some curtains. Just trying to figure out what would fit and what I thought looked good. I went with these curtains. I believe this is also from Dream Home Decorator. And then I moved the bed over here. I figure even if you have two Sims, they should be able to scoot over. So, and then this dresser, I believe, came from a base game update as well. And then I put in a desk because I really wanted him. I didn't really have a certain career in mind. So I wanted to be able to make sure that there was a computer in here. So I just go with this simple one. And then just looking for some clutter for it. And I end up going with the sticky note and the pins from the Everyday Clutter kit right here. And then just looking to see if there's any other clutter. And since I didn't have a certain career in mind, it was kind of hard to figure out what clutter to put on this desk. So I grabbed a pair of glasses, and then I just kept looking and looking. I eventually just end up grabbing a box of tissues to put on the other side. I put this like keepsake almost box from the Everyday Clutter Kit. It's not functional. It's just for decor, but I kind of like the idea of it being like hidden underneath the desk as if he was trying to keep the girls away from it because maybe it has pictures or whatever of his wife and he just didn't want to have to talk about it. Maybe the grief is still just too much for him to talk about right now. So right now I'm just decorating his walls, and I'm going to end up grabbing this painting right here from Seasons. I'm just looking through the different swatches right now, and I go with this one right here. Sort of like a night sky over the mountains. And then just looking through the other clutter, I'm looking for maybe a plant or something. I was really trying to get some plants into here, but there was just not much space for it, so it just wasn't happening. And then I found these school drawings that come with Growing Together. Your kids make them on the first day of school, so I figured that would be something cute. And maybe the girls made these little like sun and fishes as well. So I figured he'd have them hanging up somewhere, and by his bed would probably be the best place. Because honestly, there's just not much room out in the main living spot anyway. And then I grabbed these plants and I put them over here by the desk. And then I'm just really trying to go back through and see if there's any other plant or any other thing that I can think of that could fit into this apartment. And I end up going with this one from the Blooming Rooms kit. It's just a little small plant. And that's the apartment. I know it's not much, but it does look really, really good in my opinion. And then I also thought, well, if the kids are making crafts, they are probably have a table. And I know I said I changed the tile in the kitchen. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. Maybe I decided to keep the tile. I'm not certain. But here's me changing the chairs and the table color. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. This will be available for download on the gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. Bye guys.